Nyobo. Hapana. Nyo. Yen. Get up. Hello. Hello. What are you doing?
Help me. Where can I find a network in your village?
Network?
Yes. I have no signal on my phone.
You don't have Airtel 4G?
No.
Ayun na, damarama mo lang Airtel. Here we have Airtel 4G. There is network in the whole village.
Access Airtel 4G network anywhere in Uganda. With you always. Airtel, the smartphone network.
Are you in search for the media to communicate your message across Eastern Uganda or a companion to inform and entertain you all day long? 88.4 Vote FM is your ultimate choice. Tune in every Monday to Friday and listen to cool programs such as Ewala from 4 to 6 a.m., Yoga Kwenyun from 6 to 10 a.m., Wanijogo from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m., The Sports Wave from 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. Elimuno Bear from 3 to 7 p.m. Eburlo Yemuto from 7 to 8 p.m. Eupa from 8 to 9 p.m. The Night Lockdown from 9 p.m. to 1 a.m. We cover all districts across Eastern Uganda. We are located on Plot 32, Haridas Road, in the heart of Soroti City. For inquiries, call 0392 960 687. 88.4 Voice of Teso FM, the people's choice.
Kajuni choko on Voice of Teso geza teredi roda ijaje do katwele bali pelo katwele bono je pokido toma usado katwele bono no paluda toma do katwele bono ya tupuchi na palolo tupuchi na pela ido katwele bono ya ne panda tekeri ne da do katwele bono limori esita ne pia nina nana diane aidu mje do katwele pelo katwele bono be abudo katwele bono do wane panenda ote pakitani ni do kapanda jinji me do katwele bono ya kwa. Of course it is very very cold in the city Soroti. I don't know where you are, where you're catching the show from and how the weather is at that side of katwele bono, but of course until that here in Soroti City it is really it is very very cold, and of course some other parts of the city are drizzling. That is also what is also there no katwele bono ya ayo no katwele pelo katwele na roma na nunara ya jasa ibo shedo kachache no katwele de paranura e jasto katwele bono ya e jaido katwele bono do ali manara ninso ra do katwele bono akerutane panenda anyine be ai somo sakosile kerma disando katwele bono ya Otomaro katwele bono, that is why kwa panenda. Kwa hiyo gajiro katwele bono, good morning from wherever you are. Big ups to you, and of course so a big ups to you katwele pelo katwele bono. You know when every time of course so it does like this, you also make sure that radio da doka chata baroko pera kera ilebe radio doka chere bono ideal doka chere bono repero ko bono ai mana nina aduchi wala doka chere bono ya reparenda radio doka chere bono ideal ai mana doka chere bono ngesto doka chere bono borenda doka bono ya alize poro doka chere bono akere to my border guys, of course to those shopkeepers out there, to those business women and men, of course if you're getting to your place of work, make sure that you carry something that keeps you a little bit very much warm and parenda. And kaza ibado kachari pero ko lebo jeno ko chiro sikera ko lebo program. Remember of course we are live ane automatic to kanedu munjebe we are live 100% also live on my YouTube Voice of Teso, and also on Facebook Voice of Teso, and of course my TikTok ane pado munjebe we are live at OPD Offside Man 11. And of course on Dreading Monday, welcome back from the weekend. The weekend has been very much interesting no kwatwele bonoya, and of course ade munjebe kwatwele ane panda be the Arsenal guys the Arsenal guys are in. Hey, just on the pandi vimba dikeza kwido kwa tibele bonade pandi vimba eta de pandi bere bono ene ade panenda ikanya ginikeza kwikujuna kemesa akalobia no kachano mali timu kwa Chelsea, and of course also Chelsea and also put up a very good performance, most especially in those last minutes. Akoronga mokinjebe David Raya eje 20 lo utaje kine timu kwa Arsenal ikopo mamede parenya ka David Raya is the man. David Raya is the man, of course, so that is really carrying a team of Arsenal and Panenda, especially in terms of making those great saves, is the one who has kept them. In fact, their points that guy has won for the team Dokachanepe Anenda, and I also believe they're keeping them at the top of the table. It is that guy, of course, who was managed to make sure that is the one who was really managed to put them to level Dokachere Bonoya and Opangon. The weekend has been very much big and massive, and of course, officially Manchester United are they also very happy because they have taken over the 30th position and on goal difference. I don't think Ruben Amorim. I don't know whether Ruben Amorim was a scam. You get some of weekend. Let's say first things first. Dokachere Bonoya. I take a Dokachere Penda Kilabona Bonashua Jersey Otoma weekend and Anenda. There have been a number of games of course that were played on Saturday. There were a number of games that were played Dokachere Bonoya and Panenda Otoma Fofa, the Women Elite League, where we saw our own team and Otoma Soti played a team located at the KFC. I do much about team on Pedro Dokachere Pedro Korebabolia. Kerape Sunuko Bull. Things didn't work out well. Otoma side Kesane Panenda. Neda America said to pay goal and Dokachere Bonoya. I watched that game personally. I was there. It rained on us, by the way, but I want to tell you the girls have put up a very good performance. But I also think they have a long way to go. Most especially the coach needs to work now on that is his just a creativity in some kidding and in, but they were very resilient. Of course, the side one of the most experienced players, Otoma on regional Pedo Kachere Bonoi, the Jabolia Kina case. Julius, you guys of course have a long way to go, more especially in trying to help up Sulmero Porkerong and Rani. But the girls put up a very good performance. Of course, the ball came in and they managed to get that goal. Even the goal that they scored, there was a poor communication between defenders Lukateke, but the game was really very good. If the girls of course can also be able to continue a fine form, I think things can also be able to work out well. 1-0, and of course to matches Chani Panida goal team loko UPDF women Otoma Elite League hapo tinomata team lebaka nepe anenda hapo dinomata team lebaka Probisi Queens osodi ngolajo Pabo United idrenga to sare panda kinabodo Ginger women Ginger United women football club osodi FC Toro Toro Queens arepanda da Potluko Police nomata case hapo nomata police yara ni Diope osodi Bodolira City Queens arepanda hapo dinomata and is up with no matter Dokachere Panenda Highway ladies union noti also the Irekijo Dokachere Panda that is Gold Star High School Potinomata Dokachere Panda UC Red Canoes Gono ERA and Dokachere Boneno Tare Panda the Red Canoes of course also back as trying hard to make sure they want to get back into Apolache Dokachere Bono that is Ampon Kirane Panenda Bohimba Lady Saints also beaten by that is they beaten by Boni Conceal ladies Panda Gono Kachere Bonoya I go to Kachere Bono that is Uni Songeto Kachere Justice. So Masoto Elite League. Otoma Foreman Elite League and Panenda. Team again things are not working out well. Kachere Bonoi. Otoma Osadi Kesane Panenda things again are not working out well. Otoma Osadi Kesane and I also believe they have a long way to Kachere Vanepando Bonoi. That is I will see they have a long way to go because I don't need Kachere Bonani Panende. The girls have been struggling. Copper, Lemine and Dokachere Bonani Panebe. The girls have been trying hard to make sure that they are putting up a performance. Konyedo, I don't know Dokachere Bonani Panebe. Squad currently is inexperienced and they'll have a lot of work to Kachere Pedokare Bonoya. That is a Somotoma weekend and any Dumunja Bapondokare Bonomike Sanin. Podonomike C. They played against the team of the Baka Rines, a women football club, and they were beaten by 4-1. And of course, remember they drew Dokachere Bonani Panakashima Kane, but of course, when they went away, Pondokare Bonani Takere, Mamana Sotomike. Winning, in fact, they've been trying to be resilient, they've been trying to defend, they've been trying to play very well when they are playing at home, but they're yet to really get maximum points of Kachere Bonoya and Epanindo. So the Kampala Queens also Potinomata Asumo Ladies 8-0. Also the Makerere University Potluko Sendoa Girls Nomata Kisiuni Areno Tido Kawempe Muslim Inomutosi Uganda Mata Ziuni Areno Tosobo Dole Doves Potinomata Shimarunza Ediope Areno Ti also the Mus College Abushi Corporate Nomoke Sediope and Kachere Bonoya that is Enoti and Epa now. Emachilo Kampala Queens Ingona. And there's something Data period of match do kwatire bono yangu pangonda. You know, Marion Amangat was also named a woman match of the should I call it man of the match. Kwenye abake sa pendo kwatire pendo kwatire bono ya because of a good performance and Panenda, she was named woman player of the match. Apakido kwatire bono ya that is Penikera Panenda, which means she really put up a very good performance. She even scored. Apes mere bon pen kere dumunyo be abwake saya do kwatire bonoya ne Panenda inomite do kwatire bonoya that is a goal otoma do kwatire bonoya o matches chere kijoto ma fa big league ire kijoto ma bola shoruka fa big league do kwatire bonoya ne Panenda idumunyo be ajasi matches no puno bola kinai blacks the Paida Black Angels no just kataka 2-1 and of course kataka also managed to play 2 days after that. They also played against David Center because they had traveled to West Nile and they never wanted to travel to West Nile, play one game, come back and then go back. They had to remain there and then also played Okachare Pani matches here. Kwenye matches here Mpokera West Gili Gotakani Kissing and they were beaten by Nebi said by go to 0. Nero Dumparaka drew to Gazaze 1-1. Also the Kigezo boys also up to Opedosi. Doik up Opedosa Kerikina no Maxo Jansen Yopano Noti. Also the Kinda boys no to Sibunyarungure Yopano Noti. Bright Stars Poduko Karo Karuji no Matake Yopano Noti. Also the Young Elephants no to Siganga United Union Idiope. Ido a team of Kombala Heroes up no Matakada. I go Yare and Idiope. Also the Paida Black Angels in Omtosi, a team local Black's Power. Black's Power were beaten at home by Paida Black Angels. These guys have managed to put in money. Otoma or team local Turebo Kesane Panenda, and it's a Paida Black Angel. They have signed a number of senior players of Turebo. Currently, Idumunyo kwatire boda ne Panenda tugazaze jasi kuju o sodi Paida Black Angels kila kikeso boys ido Black Power utikesa koto manamba kwa na oto manamba da kwa na wamoreta ne Panenda ando munjo bekere just kila pointa Kaisara no Kanyango na Kaisara no Kanyango from number 1 to number 4. Those are the qualification brackets zo kwatire bonoi ani munu kere just kila pointa Kaisara no Kanyango na Kaisara no Kanyango na ne Panenda so do munjo bedini do kwatire bonoya that is ela gano ani Panenda sunyezo kwatire bonoya aina kitanda che jasi aisoma soto mopondo kwatire bonoya that is Ngopa ngondo toma Abona Chunuka is a Fabi Greek do Kwatire Bono. Of course, I reckon Kwatire Bono today in the Uganda Premier League, the matches that are going to be played. Wimba United States will take on a team of KCC Lolo. Also, the Calvary will be hosting a team of SC Villa. Otoma Pakido Kwatane Pedo Kwatire na Parolo and the Genon Kerebe team of Calvary at home. They have not been a joking subject. They always die with someone. They always fight hard to make sure that at least they pick up a point of Kwatire Bono. Maybe this will be an advantage for them to also make sure that they get Kwatire Bono maximum points. I've also been very much busy in the market of Kwatire Para to get a couple of players, including Eja Kationa, Lebaka Idudu Bosco, who's also back like Jotoma West Nile and in being a Tuesday tomorrow third, police will take on the ball. Akitara will take on a team UPPC, and then UPDF will take on a team of Connectors Vipers. Will also be hosting a team of Gazi on Wednesday. URA will take on Barra City and then Express will also play against the team. Nadokachani Pedo Kabrebone Baka team of Omarunza, and it's Okachiriban and Chejasto Kabrebonoya, and it's a Somasoto Pono Kachirebonoya, and it's Angopo Angonda, to my Nakachirebonoy, and it's Amponka and Panda Kajara Sidekere, and it's Somasi, Otoma Opondo Kachirebonoya, and it's Angopangonda. Elsewhere, when you look at exactly what happened over the weekend, when you look at what happened over the weekend, Okachire Bonani Panenda, I know when you look at Okachire Bonani over weekend, first of all, it had a lot of action-packed activities. Of course, so when you look at matches of course that were played over the weekend, more especially the Premier League, let's talk about Europe. There have been a very interesting games of Okachire, but of course, so everyone's focus so much was in the Premier League, where we had a couple of teams of course that played. From Saturday, we saw a team like Bournemouth that drew at Sunderland 1-1. Also, Burnley managed to fall as Brentford beat them by 4-3. Liverpool beat West Ham by 5-2, and then Newcastle, of course, so we beat them by Everton by 3-2. Leeds United also find that the Manchester City managed to beat them by 0-0. In Spain, rival Cano drew with Atletico Bilbao 1-1. Barcelona beat a team of Villarreal by 4-1. Mallorca also beaten by Sociedad by 0-0, and then Real Oviedo were beaten by Atletico Madrid by 0-0. Ottomano Kachari Perocori matches available for Kianina. And of course in Germany, find that Bayern Munich beat Borussia Dortmund by 3-2, and then Werder Bremen also beat Eindhoven by 2-0. Offenheim were beaten by St. Pauli by 1-0, and then Borussia Mönchengladbach beat Union Berlin 1-0. Also the Bayer Leverkusen also drew the team of Bakayani Panenda. Union they drew the team of Comaiza Ediope Golo, and Ediope Como beat the team of Colese 3-1. Also the Hellas Verona were beaten by Napoli 2-1, and then Inter Milan beat Genoa by 2 goals to 0. Alaje to akopo na conference Le Havre abo team loko PSG no mkese dio pe anoti also di Monaco aino anga ziara anoti Rennes na Pronomata Toulouse idio pe golo kwa chari pero kwa Bonoya ando kwa Bonoya koda ikapa ibi anna sabiti ngajasili anakiro Brighton aporokerik sana team loko Nottingham Forest Brighton beat Nottingham Forest by 2 goals to 1 and of course Fulham also managed to beat Tottenham Hotspur. I don't know what is happening now. Yeah, these guys they have the money but they are very rigid. They are being sacking coaches and now they want to recycle. They want to bring back Mauricio Pochettino, but I don't know how it is going to work out because the guy Pochettino still has a running contract with the United States of America. And the national team, you know, those guys are preparing for the World Cup. So you know, team like Spurs. Things have not been working out well. Remember these guys, I think for me, there's one thing that team made. Ngesi Achakara, they decided to let go Son Heung-min. You know Son Heung-min? Yes, he was aging, but 32 years of age, he still had something to offer. And then he was also their star player. And there was a way he would try to help the team. He would create the first of fear factor. We have seen clubs keep older players. We are Hurricane in Bayern, which is doing very well. Talk about Robert Lewandowski to club of Barcelona. The man is doing very well. And this guy said to get rid of the player because they thought that they were balancing the books and not knowing about Katere Mupane Panda or Yauta Tunis. You know, Son Heung-min first of all great, as well as also score some other times. Then also too, the identity of the team really. You need to have a star player, automotive. You need to have an experienced player, automotive. So you need to be a camera. And you know things are not being working out well. Automotive case these guys hired coaches from Anje Poskongolo who gave them a Copa Nepana, a Kaulikasa Kwano, team of Manchester United or Europa League, and then of course they brought in Thomas Frank, Mauricio Pochettino sacked and in. We also saw them. They also had Jose Mourinho, but they didn't have that stability, and it is one thing. And also and yesterday, currently those guys of course are fighting to survive relegation. Kapando kwa Bonoy. Manchester United also yesterday put up a good performance of Bonoy and Dumunjobe. They were losing. They were losing in the first half. But United of course managed to come from behind and they managed to have won that game. And Benjamin Sesko abopeda ngarakinja account Jakabaka Bruno Fernandes kesa poro presa Jakinja Kabere Pomporka Pando Kabere Bonoy. That is a win. But in a game where United struggled. If you watch the game yesterday, Manchester United club struggled in the first 45 minutes. These guys were heavy. These guys were lazy. You know, like I don't know what these guys had eaten, but there was that struggle. You couldn't see that something is not right in the club local Manchester United. But of course, in the second half, they managed to have come back and they were able to win a game. Now, the other game that everyone was waiting for, I mentioned it and I said, Genjo, if Arsenal comes out from Tottenham Hotspur's game and then a game of Chelsea, let me tell you, the higher chance that Arsenal can win the Premier League. But currently, there are teams that are unpredictable. There are teams that are unpredictable. Kapani, we saw Wolves, Propelsa Keriki Netwen, Aparania. We saw team like Wolves, Keriki Netwen. So when you look at the remaining matches panda for Arsenal, I also believe they have a lot of work to do. They have to take every game as a final. Look at the Premier League as Manchester City. Remember, they have also played more games than the team like Manchester City. Arsenal has played 29 games. Man City has had only 28 games than the Arsenal's next game of Premier League, they are playing on Wednesday. This very Wednesday, they are playing Brighton away, and we don't know how they are going to react to Mogema. Remember, they used a lot of energy. There is a game that those guys wanted so much. One, first of all, they wanted to get maximum points. Two, bragging rights because Chelsea and Arsenal come from London. So it was worth them fighting for that game. So they are playing Brighton Wednesday in Apana. Which could also be very dangerous.
Welcome to Soroti Calvary Nursery and Elementary School, where excellence meets holistic transformational education. located along Soroti Moroto Road at Akaikai Center, Abalangbi, Soroti City East. We blend day and boarding facilities for our learners. Our nursery is equipped with comfortable seating, engaging play materials, and a cozy resting room, all following latest curriculum. Our elementary school boasts well-furnished classrooms, a state-of-the-art digital library, and a team of skilled and dedicated teachers. With a spacious dining hall, dormitories, and healthy ablution facilities, we nurture our learners morally, physically, and spiritually. Ample playing grounds promote fun and exercise, with daily transport from Soroti town ensuring accessible education. Join us today at where we live by our motto, Fear God and Excel. Enroll today and shape a brighter tomorrow. For more information, contact 0394 801 272 or 0789 610 514.
So Muchara.
Yes, Daddy.
You know the children are going back to school and things are a bit tight. For now, why don't you take half of the fees to junior school, and for the school van contribution, we shall pay later.
Daddy, why don't we pay using MTN Momo, where we stand a chance of winning school fees for a whole year and more? By the way, you can also apply for a school fees loan, and also participating schools can win a school van.
That's right! Win school fees for a whole year and more. Get Momo goodies and a school van for participating schools. You can also apply for a school fees loan. Simply dial *165*80# or use the Momo app.
Communicate your message across Eastern Uganda or a companion to inform and entertain you all day long. 88.4 Vote FM is your ultimate choice. Tune in every Monday to Friday and listen to cool programs such as Ewala from 4 to 6 a.m., Yoga Kwenyun from 6 to 10 a.m., Wanijogo from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m., The Sports Wave from 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. Elimunober from 3 to 7 p.m. Eburilo Yemuto from 7 to 8 p.m. Eupa from 8 to 9 p.m. The Night Lockdown from 9 p.m. to 1 a.m. We cover all districts across Eastern Uganda. We are located on Plot 32, Haridas Road, in the heart of Soroti City. For inquiries, call 0392 960 687. 88.4 Voice of Teso FM, the people's choice.